Welcome down to English Park for the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup Final. Let's hear it for your two finalists, Cashmere Technical and Nomads United. The starting lineup for Cashmere Technical. In goal, number 1, Peter Taco Bonima. Number 2, Danny Kane. Number 3, Lewis Carswell. Number 4, Declan Tyndall. Number 5, Finn Cowie. Number 6, Tom Schwartz. Number 8, Alex Ballard. Number 10, Garvin Coughlin. Number 15, Charlie Peacock. Number 18, Fraser Angus. Number 19, Lyle Matheson. And the Nomads United starting 11. In goal, number 1, Regan Frey. Number 2, Thomas Stewart. Josh Phillip. Number 5, David Nero. Number 6, William Holland. Number 8, Jacob Anderson. Number 9, Glenn Holden. Number 10, Caleb Holt. Number 13, Cooper Goldsmith. Number 19, Caleb Johnson. Number 21, Guy Reeves. Enjoy the game and make some noise.
Welcome along to English Park on this sunny but fresh Sunday, and this English Cup final brought to you by Morrison Mitsubishi. My name's Craig Crawford and I'm here with Roger Metherall to add a bit of excitement to this live feed. You're obviously not one of the people that have joined us down here at a very crowded English Park, and Roger, it looks like it's pumping out there, full of supporters.
Absolutely, been a big week for the Nomads. They've really made a big thing about making the final, and they really want to show up today. Flynn Holden winning his 50th cap today. Let's hope he can celebrate with a couple of goals from a Nomads perspective. It's got all the makings for a really cracking fixture.
It certainly does, and the two captains have done their deed with Tom Schwartz and Jacob Anderson, the two captains. Not sure who won the toss, but they've changed direction. There's a bit of breeze coming across the field. The easterly sort of swirls around here at times, around the Steve Summer stand, which is absolutely packed full of supporters. We won't get to hear who's got the most here. There's definitely plenty of blue of Nomads, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of Kashmir Technical supporters out there hoping that they can get something out of the season as well.
And Nomads, a big shout out for the Winnie Blues Masters over 35s boys. They've got their drums, their hornets, and you'll be hearing them through the afternoon supporting the lads.
That's refereed today by Ralph Klink, in charge with support of assistants Mike Killick and Aaron Nottage. Ali Muhammad, it will be the fourth official. Well, we saw a great game earlier on today with Kashmir Technical ladies picking up a victory in the Rita Fitzpatrick over UC Football. And that was a tidy little affair, but Kashmir Technical trying to make it 2 from 2, and it's Charlie Peacock who's burst through and just gone down. It looks like a corner has been awarded. So the first bit of attacking play from the Kashmir Technical side, who will be hungry for some silverware. The last 3 times they won it back in 2022 and have been runner-up in 2023 and 2024. First to Christchurch United and then to Coastal Spirit last year. It'll be Lyle Matheson to put this one in the mixer. Tall Timber, Finn Cooley, Danny Kane, Tom Swartz. Well, it's up and it's in! Looks like Regan Frame has misjudged that one, and unfortunately for Nomads, it's gone in.
It's far from the ideal start. Seemed to be caught in the wind slightly. Regan went up, and yes, it's almost gone directly in, I think.
It just about has. I was fighting for some vision on that one, and the wind is quite deceiving. It's really the earlier game. There was a real struggle to get it across, and I wouldn't be surprised if that one just, the wind sort of swung it back in towards the keeper and made it too hot to handle.
I think it was coming into his hands. He went up and then it just sort of stopped in the air, and next thing it's in the back of the net, which is, Well,
here's an opportunity. Nomads to jump back in. It's Caleb Johnson who got himself through, but Tom Swartz to the rescue. Well, really just hasn't started, but we've got a goal. Finn Hold'em, as you said, as we've said earlier, in his 50th game for such a young man, to get 50 caps as some. Reeves, get it to Goldsmith, it just about falls, but it's desperate work from Kashmere Technical to keep Nomads at bay. Out it goes to Johnson, he's got a free ball into there, Kane's able to get it rid of, back with him. Peacock back defending and working hard to get on the ball and clear it. Take a breath, Roger.
Absolutely. This is a Nomads team that, yes, it's a slight disaster to say the least to go 1-0 down in the first minute, but this is a team that does not know the meaning of giving up.
Well, we saw it, didn't we? Remember a few weeks back when they got past Christchurch United on penalties, don't go 2-2, and then, 19 successful penalties. And Nomads United came out on top to get themselves into this final.
And the last time these two played, Nomads found themselves 2-0 down at half-time, and it was a fair result at half-time, to be honest with you. But with 2 minutes to go of normal time, it was 2-2. They fought back and then had the heartbreak of a 94th or 96th minute penalty, which actually was saved by Frame, but Charlie Peacock followed it up to win the game 3-2. But as I say, do not write this team in blue off.
There has been some exciting football in and around Canterbury this year, that's for sure. We've seen the Southern League taken by Coastal Spirit. We've seen last week's work by Dunedin City to get a draw at Cashmere Technical, and Christchurch United picking up a victory yesterday over Nelson Suburbs sees them join Coastal Spirit in that Southern League. And Peacock's been set free by Ballard. Some good wheels, and it's desperate work in there by Jacob Anderson. It's going to give another corner.
And Charlie Peacock has added a new dimension to the Tech attack in this latter part of the season. Real pace.
Yeah, well, they were Aidan Barber-Ryan, who was the incumbent, that suffered an injury early on in the season. And you're right, Charlie Peacock has just kept growing into the game as Lyle Matheson will put this one in, and it got rid of it this first chance. Back it goes. Hold'em bundles it away. Goldsmith gets it out wide to Johnson. Good defensive work from Peacock, who's been busy. Barima chose the wrong club there.
To those of you who have followed Nomads this season, you'll notice no Harry Bushell today. He's been in the starting lineup week in, week out. He wasn't expecting to make an English Cup final and booked a holiday to Japan. So I would imagine Harry's listening to us right now, so I hope the holiday's going well, Harry.
We don't have to have a translator, do we?
No, who knows?
How's your Japanese? Anderson, vastly experienced centre back, across to Metherall. Surges forward, uses the space, looking for opportunities. There's not a lot happening in front of him. Out wide to Reeves. Oh, sorry, that ball gone through to Reeves, and Swartz is there with the cover. A corner for Nomads, searching for an answer.
That'll certainly give them some confidence. They've been good at set piece this season from an attacking perspective, Nomads, and you know, if they can get a good delivery here, that'll probably be Caleb Johnson, I'd imagine, delivering this.
Plenty of numbers in there. Finn Holden will be one of those targets. And it goes, Holden's there, gets up and over and bounce around, it's back in the net! Has it been given? Yes it has! What an answer back, this cup bowl's on fire! We'll try to pick who got that one. There was all sorts of action in the middle.
I think it might be Josh Collett.
Who's getting the pats on the back? Can't quite see. I think Holden got up there and won it big at the back post, put it in the mixer, rattled around. Holden's putting his hand up. Is he trying to claim it?
Well, I think it's either Holden won the header, unmarked towards the back and headed it towards goal, and there was a bit of a mess going on. It's either Cooper Goldsmith or Josh Collett got the final.
I reckon Josh Collett's the news, and that's exactly what the game needed. 2 goals to 2 goals in the game. Riley moments into it. Here come Tig again. This one's going to be crucial to deal with from Collett at the other end of the park this time. Goldsmith flicks it on. Britton gets it out to Carswell. Matheson back into Ballard. All the way back to Swartz. Tidy work to play themselves into space. Oh, it's just all settled down. It's a bit boring now, but Cooley not getting it in there as Carswell waits. Restarts through Fraser Angus. Cooley is going to see the assistant referee's flag go up.
Just a word about Cooper Goldsmith. He's actually been in hospital the last couple of days with appendicitis, and he cancelled his on. They put him on some pills, and he had a fitness test this morning.
Oh, the wonders of
not a word of a lie.
The wonders of modern medicine, eh? I want what he's having. Regan Frame in what has been, in the midst of things in this first 10 minutes, just a bit of a quiet spell.
Yes. Well, you wouldn't wish for a better start to a cup final, would you?
No. Cup finals need goals, and that really sets it up. Nice work in here. There's Nomads. Search for some composure. Across the back they go. Stewart tries to feed the line. It's cleared by Swartz. Big up and under. Back with him. Oldham picking the ball up in deep spaces, which is a wee bit unusual, but he's got to get the ball across. And now convincingly put out the air by Johnson.
Caleb Johnson, of course, getting the start which Harry Bushell has made available, but Caleb is probably a more attacking wide player.
Clever work in there from Coughlin. A bit of a touch in there, is it? Can't hear if their whistle's gone. The crowd's so loud. What are we going for? Yes, a wee free kick in there. It was clever work by Coughlin, who got himself in the right place, tried to turn and create. He lost his headband. This could be medical. No, he's not going to need any help. He knows how to do his own headband. That's good to see. Ballard puts it in towards Cooley. Wind just again influencing the ball. Tyndall getting up, looking for Cooley. He's on the ball. It's at back to far post. Matheson does well just to check his run and consolidate some position. Goes well, puts it in and well watched over by Frame.
Big day for all the parents, all the fathers, all the mums today, and especially for the Johnson family. We've not only got Caleb starting, but Caleb's younger brother Cody's on the bench. So two quite different players.
Yes, well, it is a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and brings to mind we've got a few Joe's Garage Keep It Positive sideline behaviour campaign going at the moment. At the end of the game, we'll get to acknowledge some good sideline behaviour out there. You'd be familiar with good sideline behaviour, Roger?
You and I might be getting a couple of vouchers by the end of the game.
We run the sidelines very well these days, don't we?
We certainly do.
Forward goes from Britton into Coughlin, who's well marked in the end by Anderson. Goldsmith, well washed by Angus. Fraser. Tyndall. That was Britton, sorry. He puts that forward to Declan Tyndall. No James Britton today for Kashmir Technical. He's on the bench. Well, let's have a look at the benches. Ruben Harrison's a backup goalkeeper for Kashmir Technical. As Declan Tyndall surges for. Charlie Peacock joining in, but Tyndall's going to draw a corner. Yusuf Van Dam, Gabe Galloway, Lockie McIsaac and James Britton all ready to come off the bench and influence this game for Kashmir Technical. Nomads United got Hamish Gillick, Angus McIntyre, Will McKee, Cody Johnson and Aidan Sandys, all capable of coming on and contributing. But it's defence time now for the Nomads boys. Is Matheson will put this one in. The crowd falls silent to watch. And towards the far post. And there's all sorts of shouts for handball from the players in yellow. Nothing seen by referee Clink. Ballard's got back and gained possession. Now it goes to Carswell, who it's maybe just a head injury in the box. It might be Anderson, is it?
Yeah, I think
it's going to need some attention.
Just a wee knock. I don't know. The trouble with no replays is you've got. I thought I saw a little elbow pop out, maybe, but you know.
Is it for a handball?
Could have been harsh, if given.
Or contact.
No, for the handball shot.
There was something in there, but just depends where the referee's positioned it sometimes, isn't it? You know, he can see it or not see it, and you know, it can be a hell of a melee to try to pick out what's going on in there sometimes.
You saw Declan Tyndall make that run down this side. That's definitely his strength as an attacking player. He's been an attacking player for years, and he's been made into a wing back basically. But he does add that value down the right flank.
Certainly does. Yes. Ballard goes battling in there, wins the ball. Coughlin able to turn and have a wee snapshot. No threat on the Nomads goal. Well, we talked a wee bit earlier about Kashmir Technical's want to do better in this competition than they have in the last couple of years. Well, Nomads semi-finalists, losers to Kashmir Technical a couple of years ago. Only got as far as round 1 in 2023. Quarter-finalists also losing out to Kashmir Technical last year. So you'd have to say that there's plenty of ammo and desire for Nomads to get the better of Kashmir Technical today. So it's a well-balanced fixture.
Yeah, we've got a couple of lads in the team that were no longer needed, for want of a better way of putting it, than Kashmir a couple of years ago, and Caleb Cotton came back to his his local club. And Daniel Metherell has now spent 2 years at Nomads and has got his absolute love and passion back for the game. It's such a wonderful environment.
Up and winning it in there well was Guy Reeves. Acrobatic there from Johnson, who's enjoying his time as a starter. And all sorts of questions being asked by the crowd. Waved on by Clink. And Peacock comes up with the error under the pressure from the crowd.
Looked pretty much like a foul to me. He was bundled over, but, you know,
Hold'em
play on
versus Kane. It should be a good battle, actually. Danny Kane is a very experienced defender. He'll have his hands full with Finn Hold'em, but it'll be a good contest to see who comes up top there. Long throw here. Collar, going to put it in the mixer. Up and one well by Tyndall. Goldsmith, recycling to the top, and oh, that's a dangerous lunge in there in the first card of the game. Is going to come out and go on in the direction of Tom Stewart.
Yeah. They're just a little late. There's no malice in that. I think Tom was lunging for the ball as well.
Oh, definitely there was nothing there, but Matheson owned his space well.
Yeah.
Got his body position in, and probably just something as a fullback. He forgot where he was. Didn't really need to extend himself into that, but here we go. Peacock. Forward by Tyndall. Anderson crashing into the back, but it's play on. Good work from the referee. Coughlin gets it in and covered well at his near post there to frame under pressure from Matheson.
And there's that combination there when Garvin Coughlin comes wide on the right. If you have a look, you'll find that Lyle Matheson goes straight through the middle, and Garvin Coughlin looks for Lyle Matheson in those situations.
Swartz, long ball in towards Coughlin. Peacock gets it in towards the far post. Coughlin onto the top of the net. Chances starting to be constructed by Kashmir here. Favourable spell of play for them. Looks like headband issues for Coughlin, but if we can sort that sort of issue out. Is there a hairdresser in the house? Maybe.
I think early days in this game, both teams look very dangerous when they get in the danger zone, so to speak. It's a real battle in the middle.
Ballard. Nice work from Holland. Matheson's been set free. Can he keep it in? Tricky operator. Gets the ball in, but not pulled back. Yeah, for goal kick. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yep. Tom Stewart's got this opportunity back in the team. Aidan Sandys has had such a very, very good season coming in, but picked up an injury pre-game a couple of weeks ago. He has found his way back onto the bench today, but Tom gets this phenomenal opportunity to start in the cup final. Some good wheels, good young player. Going to have his hands full.
Yes, well, Aidan Sandys did impress in that semi-final against Christchurch United. It might have been a debut, I'm not sure, but definitely someone to look forward to coming off the bench later in the game. Nice work from Nomads. Create something in here. We spill away. There'll be another corner.
It's Guy Reeves.
Working well out there. Guy Reeves trying to get it into the danger spot. Well, it's been one corner, one goal for Nomads. Can they repeat the dose?
Guy Reeves, a Hawke's Bay lad. His mother's flown down here especially for the game.
Flicked on by Tyndall. Swartz gives chase. Hold'em gets there first. Gets it across to the back post. Away by Kane. Hold'em keeping in, but Swartz reads it well. Matheson back to Tyndall and launched forward. Coughlin's up there, but well read by Cotton. Well, a few weeks ago we saw secondary school football crowd absolutely charging at the boys final, and it's great to see the sort of energy out here for the men's game also. Anderson getting in the way there of Finn Cooley's efforts to get it forward to Coughlin. Anderson trying to find a way out, but you can see the breeze out there just influencing things again. Ballard just missing, getting it to Carbon Coughlin. Well, 22 minutes into this half, and it feels like it should be half time soon. How much action going on. I hope you're all enjoying this fixture. Netherall launches forward towards Hold'em. Swartz wins it. Cooley flicks it on. Coughlin so balanced. Gets it forward to Matheson. Cuts it back. Peacock. What a great tackle in there.
Great block by Josh Collett there.
Stayed amongst it. Oh, he's giving it away. Tinder will go forward. He'll see some space and exploit it. Quick for the young player there. Take the ball with you. Cotton. Sends it wide. Reeves. Good chase to this one. Watch for Swartz. For the safety of the sideline.
I would say Danny Kane is going to be vital to Cash Tech today. He's clearly been given the job to take care of Flynn Holden. And the last time...
Danger area there, but Cooley up for the challenge. Nomads rebuild their attack through Cotton. Out to Collar. Good patient work here. Netherall. Nice work in there to keep the ball here for Nomads. Well, commentator's curse got in the way there. Coughlin with the ball just inside his own half. Tidy ball to the advance. Finn Cooley tries to spread it wide in towards Peacock, but the defence coped with that one.
Cooley had a lot of space in front of him then to drive into, I thought.
Forward come Nomads. Good defensive shape from Kashmir Technical in the way. Cotton. Across to Anderson.
So the last time these two met, a late win for Tech, 3-2. It's a noticeable.
That ball just hanging around, an absolute defensive nightmare.
Just saying, noticeable that in the second half of that game a month or so ago, Danny Kane really stepped up at the back and really, you know, it was probably the difference, I thought.
Peacock skips around, well cleared in the end. Kane steps in and under pressure from Holden. Great work in there from Anderson, and another great battle in there between the two players. It was just as Carbon Coughlin looked to have had the better of Anderson, he didn't. Stayed with it and persevered and won the ball back. Two experienced players going toe to toe here in this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup final.
Jacob Anderson playing his 188th game for Nomads today.
Been around for a long time.
I've been there since he was 4 years old.
Out to Cotton.
Out of these 16 players representing Nomads today, 11 have come through the Nomads Academy.
Great work in here, Goldsmith. The wee sighter. Chosen to go wide. Reeves back in, and Swartz having an opportunity to own goal. Well saved in the end by Barima. Great work to get in and around and behind the Kashmir defence here from the Nomads unit. Allard moves it on to Cooley. Skips it around and opens it out into Matheson. What a ball from Finn Cooley. Delightful work to spread the play. Now there's Industry inside. It's Cooley who's lying on the ground and tries to stay involved. Well, that would have been some goal. How'd you score that, son? I was lying down in the penalty area.
I thought he was doing a bicycle kick off his back.
Angus runs it into. Oh, what a ball! Great keeping. Oh, it's all sorts of desperate work to stay in the game here from Fraser Angus. Well, let's replay. We've really got to up our level of technology. A replay would be so good right now.
Well, it was a lovely 1-2 between Coughlin and some other tech player, and you know, reactions from Frame in the Nomads goal to get out ahead of Coughlin was just outstanding.
It's certainly what a reaction from the keeper. It was definitely one-on-one. Coughlin was in control of the ball. He came out and closed that space so well. Coughlin rolls it back into Matheson. Drives through a wee nutmeg and a strike, and it's in! Matheson benefits from maybe a wee deflection in there, but he ran at the line. I think there was a nutmeg involved in there. But we don't have the benefit of the replay here in the 28th minute. We've got 2 goals to Kashmir Technical.
Yeah, no, a very unfortunate, I'd say pretty large deflection, unfortunately, which pretty much was going towards Frame, the initial shot, and then it got that deflection and popped into the top corner, leaving Frame with absolutely no hope.
Well, that's just the kind of threats that Kashmir Technical possess. They're coming from all angles.
Matheson coming through the middle, he come off his flank.
And there's no stranger from getting on the scorecard, Lyle Matheson. And the game is back and with one side ahead. How will Nomads respond? I've seen them bounce back before already this game. I've seen them bounce back during the season as Cotton drives forward. Just can't link up under pressure there. This could turn out to be one of the great fixtures of the season. Cooley brings it down under pressure, launches one forward, falls to Peacock. A great touch, he runs and drives into the area, pulls it square, but Anderson's there with a calm touch and draws the goal kick well.
Yeah, it's spirits from Jacob Anderson seen him there. Having a good game, I think, so far, leading well.
Well, news in, if you're tuning in here, the Chatham Cup has been won by Wellington Olympic. They're back up from last year and got a 4-2 victory against Auckland United. Ballard pushing it forward. Nice win in there from Fraser Angus. Swartz clears the line. Anderson promotes it forward into Holdham, who hasn't seen a lot of the ball. There's Danny Kane with some determined effort there to take away the opportunity. Ballard's been left with it. Coughlin finds himself with some ball in the space. Has a go at it. Bounces off. Anderson straight into the face of Coughlin. Now we're back with Angus. Carswell drives it into the near post. Cleared. The first chance by Metherell. Now it's Goldsmith. To launch the ball forward through Johnson. Matheson's doing defensive work now. Good retention. Just a bit of feeling in that one maybe. The pressure continues to go on both sides. Reeves, watched by Swartz.
I think the ref let that one go because to just play on because it was a pretty pretty obvious foul really. But
yeah, it was good.
That's fair enough. Yeah, good
advantage. Just a wee chat maybe, but that's Coughlin on the ground. I think who moments earlier saw the ball ricochet back into his face. I think it might have. Well, you can see referee Clink getting a wee bit of advice from both Metherall and Collett. And we get to just have a wee breath and relax while Garvin Coughlin gets some attention. Both benches are out warming up.
I think half an hour gone. Not too much to pick between both teams. I think both teams look exceptionally dangerous when they're on attack. Maybe Tech shading it a little bit. But I think that was probably always going to be the case. They were going to have more possession. Midfield working hard. Both midfields pretty much equaling each other out. Very little to choose. I don't think Nomads will be remotely concerned if they go in at 2-1 down.
No, I agree there. I think both sides performing admirably so far, and both coaching staff will have their work cut out just to try to understand how they can influence the sides, because they're both playing well. The rewards have gone in favour of Kashmir Technical so far, but
I don't see anybody warming up for Tech, so I think he's just going off.
He's had attention, so he needs to go off to restart, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as I said, for both coaching camps of Dan Swartz and Mark Hansen, they'll just be looking at there'll be just small changes and small things they'll be thinking of now that they can apply on their players at the halftime break, just to get things changed. There's something going on here. We've seen the fourth official leave the field. Maybe referee Clink might be injured. With both sides, I can't imagine this is a water break for rehydration issues.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not today.
Not today. It's pretty chilly out there. But
no, referee Clink looks fine. He's in the middle there.
Maybe linesmen. Both linesmen looking okay. Both Killick and Nottage ready to go.
Killick's with one of the Nomads assistants. Not sure if there's an issue there. Where's the other one?
The fourth official has gone downstairs and under the stadium into the changing area, I'd imagine. So I'm not too sure what is going on. Is there Killick looks like he's okay, and he's I'm going to go for technical issues.
Was it a ball issue?
Technical? There's a...
I think it might be a ball issue. They seem to be retrieving balls.
Yeah.
Not quite sure, but
maybe someone's whacked the ball so hard it's lost a bit of air in it.
So this can work well or not, these kind of breaks for teams, can't it?
Well, who knows?
Yes. Looking at both benches, certainly the Nomads bench, pretty much all those players can add value. And I would think that Aidan Sandys, Tom Stewart has picked up an early booking, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see Aidan Sandys. And also Gus McIntyre will certainly be seen, as a wide player playing the same kind of role as what Guy Reeves is doing and Caleb Johnson is doing at the moment.
Well, depends on how deep this game will go, I suppose. But that's one of those considerations as a coach, isn't it? How long do you wait until you're going to start introducing these players? You get yourself a bit of extra time, and this one it just changes the game up, doesn't it? You're asking players to fight a bit longer, and of course for both these sides, likely to be their last game of the year. A couple of the younger fellas might continue on and get into the under 19 environments where there's a couple of tournaments going on later on in the year. And we'll get to see a few of these players get a break for the summer.
Yeah, well, this will be the first full summer break Cashtech have ever had.
Yes,
it wasn't
it's
planned.
Been a number of years. No, well, all came undone last weekend, didn't it? And Christchurch United pounced today, got themselves the victory they needed to get themselves in.
You can't take anything away from that result from United. Nelson unbeaten at home all season. They go up there and win 4-0, and they were good for that 4-0 as well.
They were. That early penalty for Christchurch United really just introduced the difference in desire. You could see it. It was visual, the way Christchurch United wanted it, and Nelson didn't need it. It was a wee bit of a situation you'd rather avoid, but the way the weather was this year, it sort of influenced things a bit, didn't it? So looks like everybody has everything in place to see this game resume. I think they're still mucking around trying to get enough air into the ball.
It looks like Tom Stewart's got the ball starting with a throw in, which would have been the end result of the last
play. Coughlin's still off the park. He'll be reintroduced at the referee's instruction. But Kashmir Technical have a wee issue to deal with here. A long throw from Tom Stewart. There's plenty of players in and around. Tell you what, Barima's likely to be, and all the players are likely to be looking into a sun here if the ball's high, and it is. Cleared by Cooley, out for Cotton, and not able to get the full amount of purchase on that one. Coughlin's back on, and normal transmissions will resume. Kane gets it forward, into Cooley. Able to get it on the turn, spreads it wide, but Matheson hadn't made any run forward. Goldsmith tries to turn out, Ballard's there. And comes, and it's Fraser Rangus who unceremoniously takes out. It's advantage played by Clink. Johnson puts it in, swirling around out there. Ballard could get a wee piece of it, and it's come out to Charlie Peacock. He's got Carbon Coughlin available to him. Coughlin on to Metherall, cracks it, and it's up and over. And we'll see what.
You would hope that Mr. Clink would be revisiting that challenge, but I don't think he is.
He's getting asked, that's for sure. And he's looking around. He is having a word.
Yes, he's having a word, but he's a lucky boy, I think. Yes. There was nothing flagged about that.
He shut the door quite quickly.
Yes, nice way of putting it.
Kane jumps in, gets position back, and will go all the way back to Barima to restart possession. Swartz straight into Matheson and lets it run. Streams forward. Rolls it into Coughlin.
Oh dear.
It's by Metherall and has a crack, and it's a fine save from Frame. Falls out to Ballard, gets a knee on it, but Cotton's able to get the ball out to Stewart. Reeves launches forward towards Goldsmith, but Swartz is there. Well, a fine save from young Regan Frame.
He needed to make it, didn't he?
It was delightful work from Garvin Coughlin to get himself into that shooting spot.
He made that space for himself, and Quite a lot of the time he'd be putting that away.
Collar rolls it to Johnson. Been given a lot of room. Well tracked back by Peacock. Across to Cotton. Holland. Defensive shape of Kashmir Technical, always well prepared. Of course, Tom Swartz, in and around English Park for so many years. We'll make sure that his team is well set to take anything that Nomads has got to throw at them. Metherell into Reeves, watched carefully by Caswell. Reeves able to get it in and across into the danger zone, and it's well cleared by Tyndall. What a ball in.
Absolutely, goalkeeper was nowhere. Great ball in.
Matheson deep inside his own half with some time and space. Rolls out to Coughlin. Coughlin on Metherell. And Metherell just being able to keep up there and gets a good toe in. It'll be a corner for Cashmere Technical. 42 minutes up on the clock. I'm sure there'll be some additional time. That might have been a 5-minute break there we had.
At least 5 minutes, yes. So corners have been rewarding for both teams.
They have. And this one, Alex Ballard to step up, put this one in the area.
Will Holland looking after Danny Kane, or at least trying to, and Flynn Holden gets a flick to clear that.
Danger's not over here. Will be Tyndall to come forward, and he can get a bit of distance on his throws.
Critical last 10 minutes of this half. What you do notice is teams like Tech do tend to be very dangerous in the last few minutes of halves, getting critical goals at that kind of time of the game.
That's a ball from Cotton. It's well read by Carswell, and it really could have ignited an attack there. Swartz into Ballard. Kane. Carswell. Matheson. Working hard to keep the ball. And a bit of contact in there. It's been suggested by Matheson. Is it acting? Is it a real kick? It's hard to tell. Some of these young players, they just go diving around like they're Italian, don't they, Roger? Not nowadays.
There are certain players who might be on that field at the moment that do like to dive around on occasions. I think Will Holland was potentially pointing that out.
Swartz. Oh, it's dangerous. Nomads survive. Maybe try to engineer something out of here as Angus scoops it in. Kane's going to give it a run. Put pressure on, and well marshalled out in the end by Collar. Cotton across to Holland. Good little interchange between the midfielders. Angus gets tangled up again, but nothing in that one. Coughlin gets it onto Matheson, who has a second go at it. What a finish! My word, that's top draw, first class goal, that one from Lyle Matheson to make it 3 for Kashmir Technical into additional time of the first half. What a finish that is.
Whatever antics you might say some players might have in the middle of the field trying to get free kicks, when it comes to being able to put a ball away like that, you just have to tip your hat. Yes, I don't think Nomads did anything wrong in that situation. That was just sheer class.
Well, it presented itself with a wee bit of trickery and just control in there from Garvin Coughlin. Enabled Matheson that space and time he needed to wrap his left foot round and guide it into the top corner, well away from any hope that Regan Frame may have had to get hold of it. This goal scoring keeps coming, and I would not bet against more goals here today. Who's going to be the next one to score one? That is the question.
It's absolutely critical, stating the obvious, that Nomads do not.
Holden just drifting offside.
Do not concede again in this next 5 minutes.
Have we seen how many additional minutes? No, I haven't seen how many additional minutes have to go. I'm going to estimate probably another 5 or 6, wasn't it? There was a decent sized break.
Yep.
So. Interesting ball out there from Barima, but Coughlin 1-2 with Call.
This is dangerous.
Coughlin goes for it and frames up for the challenge. Forward they come. Nice work from Angus. Ooh, a dangerously weighted ball, but Barima wins the race comfortably. Cooley shuffling it forward, Mitherall across to Anderson. Collett. Flynn Holden probably just a wee bit short of getting the quality of ball he wants to do anything with.
Agreed.
There's probably a wee bit of a difference that Nomads need to work on. He can change games, can Finn Holden. And Garvin Coughlin rolls it across to Matheson. Tries a wee flick, but it's well read by Cotton. They get it out to Johnson. Really just Peacock just inciting a bit of passion out of the crowd. Holland. Big sweeping ball out to Johnson. Oh, that's beautiful play as he drives into the area, gets it across. Desperate work from Kane. Matheson pops up in the defensive third. He gets good purchase on that clearance. Tell you what, I'd love to see the ball get into Caleb Johnson a bit more. He looks like a bit of an excitement machine to me. There's a couple of times he's made his run forward, pulled up, gone for the safety. I want to see him take on Declan Tyndall just a wee bit more.
Well, absolutely right. You know, Declan Tyndall is a very good footballer, I believe, but if there is a little crack in the seam, so to speak, it's that defensive side of things. And you've got somebody with the trickery of Caleb Johnson taking him on. I think he might struggle a little bit, but the ball has to get to him, as you say.
Well, it doesn't matter what sort of who you're up against. The kind of skills that Caleb Johnson's put on show today really could get past anybody, I would suggest. Holland and to Stewart. Mitherall. I think both teams just probably want to manage it a pretty risk-free end to this half. There's been enough excitement for all involved. Anderson out to Mitherall. Launches forward. Holden's done well to get out and get position. Goes round one. Good little tangle up. Well watched by the officials. Playing on. All sorts of demands going on from Fraser Angus to his teammates.
Possibly a little bit of his own medicine from Flynn Holden, maybe.
Well, there's a ball for Johnson to run onto. Tyndall gets a piece of it, but ricochets off Johnson, and thankful for the Kashmir technical fans. I see it go into the hands of Taka Burima, and
that was a great ball. I'm not sure who played that ball. Was it Caleb Cotton? Great ball to put him through, and that could have gone anywhere. It was lucky that it ended up in the hands of the Tech keeper.
Certainly was. Finally, seen a good little spell here for Nomads as Goldsmith gets it to Johnson, back into Collett. He'll find his way across to Merrill. Anderson drives forward to create some change. Collett into Johnson. Oh, outstanding work.
He's
Caleb
enjoying
Johnson.
himself, isn't he?
He is. He's really enjoying it. Even getting a wee bit of a tangle with Charlie Peacock. Sure adds to the occasion. Holland. Goes back to Middle. Into Cotton. Gets it wide into danger areas here. Can he keep it in? Unfortunately not. Good advanced play there from Thomas Stewart. And it can't be too many more minutes left in this one.
I think what Caleb Johnson has done, it's obvious he's having a cracking game, but what he's done is made sure that Declan Tyndall thinks twice about going forward, and young Peacock needing to help Declan Tyndall, so probably being pushed back as well. So I would say if you're dividing the pitch up, Nomads are certainly winning their left flank going forward.
Yes, well, all the trouble has come down the other side, unfortunately, in the hands of Declan Tyndall. Lyle Matheson. There's multiple threats there.
Yes.
Here's Johnson. Peacock having to get around behind it. It's a nice ball in from Johnson. Well dealt with by Kane. Ball's gone as far as... He's caught him with another fine delivery. There's an opportunity. Oh, it's Swartz once again sending the ball dangerously close to his own goal. But he rides his luck, and it'll be most likely to be the last play of the game, of the half, I should say. And Johnson will head over to put this one in.
All about the delivery. You've got the people in there, Nomads. It's all about the delivery.
And we've seen the ball just hang in and around the pitch. Once it's up there, this one's danger zone. Nice work in there from Holden. Cotton. Clever work. Found its way. The Coughlin has been seen, and Peacock's delivered it to him. Considering his options here, Tyndall's going to want it and lay it into him, but it's well read by Anderson. Forward from Stewart, who got back well also. Cotton across to Metherall. Launches forward, gives Hold'em something to work with. Takes it down well. Desperate work in there from Burima, and a real big bit of contact between keeper and Hold'em. And Hold'em doesn't look too comfortable just right at the moment. No, you can't take yours off this one. Matheson's going to try to get it into Coughlin, but no luck. I can't believe Beataka Burima's still standing. He crashed into there by Finn Hold'em, who had every right to go for the ball. And
no foul given.
Chances.
It's just an honest
Yeah.
two people going for the same ball, no problem whatsoever. But that ball over the top, people talk about doing the long ball and the boring old football. But if you can pop it over the heads of central defenders, no central defender enjoys the ball going over their heads.
not these days. It used to be happening just so much more regularly, didn't it? But I'm always a big believer in just having to have more tricks to your bow, isn't it? Have these opportunities where you can go long, or you can pass it through, or dribble at. That's the headaches for defence.
So bringing the variety into the game is critical.
Just like Bruce Forsyth used to say. And there it is, the half-time whistle used by Ralph Klink. Well, it's an electric first half of football here at English Park in the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup semi-final. It's 3-1 to Kashmir Technical. The score is not quite representative of the action we've seen, but it is finely balanced, this one.
I mean, the critical difference is that third goal, which was absolutely up there class-wise. And, you know, 3-1 up, it's not a disaster. They were 2-0 down against Tech only a month ago, brought it back to 2-2 before the end of the next 45, but then lost it in injury time. Yes. This game is not over, of course, it's obvious.
So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe grab a cup of tea, but we'll see you in 15 minutes for the second half here at English Park.
As we start to prepare for the second half, can we please ask that all people get off the playing pitch?
Welcome back to English Park for this finally poised, well, it's an exciting game halfway through. What a first half it was between Kashmir Technical and Nomads here for the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup semi-final. Roger, we're had to be on our toes for the whole game.
Absolutely.
Every
Look,
minute.
it has been a cracking first half. Nomads will probably have gone in the sheds and go, well, did we do too much wrong? Answer no. I think Lyle Matheson has been superb with his finishing.
Well, we have learnt that all 3 goals are likely to have been attributed to him. It was the first goal in the first minute from a corner that gave all sorts of trouble to Regan Frame as it swung in and around the air and ended up going straight in. And a second goal, which was a benefactor of a deflection. It was definitely goalward, but it ballooned up and over the reach of Regan Frame. And the third one, well, that was an absolute peach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He got shaped onto his left and we had the best view of it. And it curled in well beyond Frame also. But it was the excitement was a great answer back after that first goal from Nomads, and they were kept at 1-1 for so long after Josh Collett got a equaliser after a bit of a corner melee. We might just see an opportunity here for Nomads as they try to shape an attack from this advanced position.
Early set piece, and Guy Reeves to deliver.
We'll see what the wind can do with this one. It's sort of kicking it straight into it. It's up and over the wall, flipped on into and Coughlin interjecting, gets it forward to Cotton, out to Reeves. Done his best to get that one, but Charlie Peacock gets it in and Ballard can release the pressure.
Not sure Tom Stewart saw Charlie Peacock coming down on him there, but he managed to keep the ball.
Well, no changes, which is good to see. Finn Holdham is, we saw a wee bit of contact between him and
That's a
Barima. As Cooley skips round 1, gets it wide into Matheson. Can he find the room? He cannot. Well, Holland there interjecting. Ballard getting it across, and Matheson on the ball, spells danger. Nearly gets it into Charlie Peacock, but it harmlessly rolls through the frame.
Tech are the masters at pouncing on mistakes, and we saw it there. Just you do not want to be giving them a goal now when you're 3-1 down. Let them earn it. If they beat you, let them earn it.
Well, plenty of questions been asked by this side, Kashmir Technical, and a bit of fortune there as it ends up with Cotton looking to get forward, and he swings it out here towards number Thomas Stewart. Drives across the park, finds Johnson, who did well, and Holdham.
Oh, what a save! That is an outstanding save.
Finn Holdham must have been halfway through his thoughts of what celebration he was going to use, and there comes Peter Brima flying across, saving that one. An outstanding bit of keeping. Great work again from Johnson, who finished the half so strongly for Nomads. It'll be interesting to see if they can get him on the ball just a wee bit more, and he can turn into provider, which is all that Finn Holdham asks for. Just he will put it away. Well, had the chance there, didn't he? But he will put it away. He'll be in amongst the chances to get Nomads back in the game. Smithville drives forward. See Holdham fade off. Forward comes Stewart. Lays it back into Reeve.
Certainly noticing two things, that Nomads are significantly pushing their Tom Stewart and Josh Collett further forward, which will leave them a bit susceptible.
Well, there's a great ball from Cooley to find Peacock, who goes round 1, gets a ball in, and he found a way to keep the ball on target. There's plenty of players in and around the ball. There's some suggestions of a push, but Klink is well positioned to see that nothing was going on there. Oh, what a ball from Finn Cooley, who seems to be playing in a more advanced position as well, and gave Charlie Peacock, showing what danger he's been this year in and around the Detol Southern League, bringing these talents to the fore here today at English Park.
Well, that was a key example there of Nomads pushing more of their fullbacks forward and then leaving space at the back. A dangerous game, but one that they've probably got to do.
They've got to throw dice here. You know, it's no risk, no gain, isn't it? There's nice work from Coughlin to get it out to Matheson. It comes streaming forward. Matheson driving it in mid-frame, steps in and owns his area well.
It's very open very early in the second half.
Plenty of people sitting on the edge of their seat out here at English Park, and I'd suggest if not everybody's going to fit in the Steve Sumner stand. What a sight. Great to see, isn't it? The celebration of Canterbury football here at the home of Canterbury. As Coughlin twists and turns, and Metherall tidies up after Coughlin.
Good defending by the boys there.
Yep, both defenders, central defenders, teaming up and taking that opportunity away. Kane, Guy Reeves putting the pressure on, but Ballard cleared by Angus, but Coughlin knew he was offside, so left it alone.
Noticing Flynn Holden hobbling. This isn't a good sign for Nomads with their big striker not looking 100%. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Holland out to Metherall. The runs are there. Into the corner. Costume Johnson from the far side.
Just too long.
Well, if Holden's going to be limping around, that's all. Maybe you can just hold a central position and be what I like to call high and lazy. Just be the target. I'm sure if you can get the players like Johnson, Reeves, maybe even Goldsmith start to provide a wee bit more opportunity for him. Stats will tell you that Flynn Holden has got a great strike rate. Swartz delivers towards Coughlin. It's bounced in fortunately towards Matheson. Well, bit of fortune in there for Nomads. As Coughlin went toe to toe with Metherall and just spelt out for Matheson to go through and collect it. Couldn't keep it under control. Cooley. Clever work in there from Carswell. Coughlin. Twisting and turning, trying to find some space to work with here. Rolls it in, Metherall clears. Finds Cotton. Cross it goes into Johnson. Twiston turns his way out and delivers a peach of a ball to find Reeves on the go forward. Numbers gathering. Ball delivered. But far too close to Barima. Cooper Goldsmith was in there. Holden was in there. The touch probably just before he addressed the ball, took it away from him.
I think we're seeing a more direct Nomads, all down to being the scoreboard. I think it's a more direct approach. getting it over into the diagonal balls, getting Caleb Johnson running at opposition.
Matheson rolls it into Coughlin, and if Holland does it.
Josh Collett coming there.
Across, taking the ball away from Matheson, who might have been eyeing a fourth.
Definitely.
Cooley puts it in and frames there. No bother for him. One of the day's work. He releases with a peach of a throw, giving Johnson some work, but again he just pulls up there, looking for maybe a bit of ball security. We've mentioned it, you've got to risk something to gain something. And I'd love to see him just take off into those far corners. I think he's got the skill to be able to retain the ball as he goes forward.
I think he
We'll wait
realised.
and see if he can find that time to do it.
I think he realised Charlie Peacock, who's got some serious wheels, was chasing him down.
Switcher play, Tyndall's up to the challenge. Falls into Kane, who tries to get a bit tricky in there. Well, he's done well, hasn't he, the big central defender? Just crashed into the ground, but they played on, and it's out with Lyle Matheson. Drives at the defence, looks for room to shape across, and it's a beautiful finish from that man, Garvin Coughlin. Well, Lyle Matheson turns provider and makes it 4 for Kashmir Technical in the 11th minute of the second half.
And as much as it breaks my heart to say it, this is definitely turning into the Lyle Matheson show. I mean, fed in space, and that left foot, just poetry, literally. Coughlin didn't have to move, it straight onto his head, point blank frame, absolutely no chance.
Well, here comes the brains trust for Nomads. There's a couple of boys who have been asked to warm up, and this is where Matt Jensen's going to earn his salary.
Looks to me that Gus McIntyre may well be coming on, and I think Tom Swartz is probably going to make way for Aidan Sandys, of course. And I think that might be Will McKee preparing as well, so it could be 3.
Well, why not?
Well, absolutely.
I've got to throw some stuff at this, probably a weak jink, maybe go 3 at the back. Try anything. You might as well lose 10-0.
I think they will go 3 at the back.
Metherall driving forward, looking for opportunities to change the game. Goldsmith wants it. He'll go beyond him. Kane's there. Little defensive bomb. Now who's he going to fall? Goldsmith is there to have a crack and
he's hit
right.
the post.
Well, they're not going to lie down, Nomads United. They're going to keep asking, going to keep driving away, and we're going to see the changes now. 13 for 7, so Will McKee. On for Cooper Goldsmith.
Cooper Goldsmith, good shift considering he was very doubtful before the game. Tom Schwartz, he's on a yellow, so that makes sense that he pops off, and I think that'll be, as I say, Aidan Sandys coming on for him. And
Tom Stewart and Josh Collett. So
Josh Collett off as well, interesting. Josh Collett gone, and Will McKee, who is definitely a more attacking option to Josh.
Carswell trying to get it forward, but there's a bit of decent work in there from Aidan Sandys, who gets his first touch of the half.
Will McKee, an Auckland boy who's come down to uni here, and his parents have thoroughly enjoyed the FIFA Plus coverage from their own sofa, but they've flown down especially for the game, so they'll be delighted to see him on the pitch.
Seeing some space, driving into it. Peacock brings it back. There we go, Reeves getting it to Johnson. Tries to flick it up and over, but it's out from Peacock. Anderson. We can see the wide players getting further forward. Sandys has got himself advanced into the high line. I think this is the kind of shape we might see the rest of the game take. Still only quarter of an hour gone in the second half. There's more than enough time if they can bring the quality here, Nomads. Oh, threatening to... Oh, a nightmare of a ball in there from Lyle Matheson.
If only it had been on his right foot more often.
Well, really created some headaches there, and Tom Schwartz having to come to the rescue. Gives up a corner though. Johnson floats it in. Coughlin goes up for it. It's cracked. It was goal by Cotton. Johnson taking on Kane. All the way back to McKee. Floats it in. Well won by Schwartz. Peacock drifts it wide out to Matheson. Drives inside one, the whistle goes. Just a little bit too much in that one.
Case of having to for Will Holland there, I think.
Schwartz back into Barima. Back out to Schwartz. Drives it forward. Mither up and wins it. Cotton brings down, looks for support. Finds it with Johnson.
Oh, nice.
Good post play here. Johnson has it taken off to him by Ballard.
Ballard did well there, didn't he?
Coughlin releases into Matheson. Drives it forward. Just not enough angle on there and rolls through the frame. Line by Kane. Away drop through Reeves. Schwartz able to switch the play. Nice work from Sandys to win that one.
Great work from Johnson again.
Holland. Good bit of turn pace in there from Tyndall. And his defensive duties. Good work for Peacock. Let's all go. Dispossessing a wee opportunity here. Cotton just rolls by Hold'em and Eddie. Come to Matheson from Carswell. Carswell will overlap. Drives forward, but Matheson has got eyes. So just driving forward, but the blue shirts envelop and slow him down. Really for the first time today.
Oh, no.
Giving it up to Coughlin in that area isn't a wise piece of advice. Frame is trying to get it to, and it's got into the danger zone. And the ball has done well to come out and not able to pull the ball back there. Angus McIntyre. Easily taken care of by Barima, who hasn't really been tested just yet.
In the
second half.
He did pull off that wonderful save.
Oh, that's right, yes. Flynn Holden. How could I forget that?
But again, it's opening up. I mean, you know, Gus really needs to concentrate more on his delivery there. All hard work done.
Forward from Tyndall. Brought down by Peacock. Holland. Back into Mitherall. Finds Anderson. Moving forward. Reeves. over the ball here slightly. Cooley has the opportunity to get it in and beyond, but Sandys has read it well. Back to frame, and won't want to give up anything here. And Sandys just under a wee bit too much pressure from Matheson. And it looked like a wee.
Guy Reeves still down after, I think it was just a 50-50, didn't seem to me. Oh, maybe a little bit of cramp.
He just went down unceremoniously there, didn't he? Maybe just tripped on the ball, I think.
There's a substitution being made, I think, from Tech. Van Dam, I think, is preparing. And there's another one up. Oh, is it James Britton? That would tell me that potentially Tom Schwartz might, he hasn't played many full 90s recently, Tom Schwartz.
Well, is it time for the Nomads fan group to start igniting some passion in here? Hold'em having to drop deep, try to ignite things, but Schwartz brings out the right foot for special occasions, shovels it forward, but dealt with well by Nomads at the stage. Find here. Too many yellow shirts just falling back and create that barrier. Interesting to see how they can manage their way through the game and protect this lead. They've got themselves the buffer they require, but you're not going to sit back for too long against a determined Nomad side and hope that you can just get through the game. Matheson can't get it over Netherall. Cotton right under the nose of referee Clink.
You ever wonder how that's not a yellow?
I was about to say exactly the same thing.
Very cynical. But, you know, so be it.
Reeves, opportunity to get it across here. Doesn't take it. Gets beyond a couple. Determined work in there. Cotton. Oh, it's Matheson who's back there and gets a good purchase on that one. And someone from the crowd's going to get to put the ball back in, and it will be the changes. 15 for 7. So it's UC Van Dam coming on for Charlie Peacock. Solid shift in here from Charlie Peacock, who early on he did a lot of defensive work. And Lewis Carswell being replaced by James Britton.
So I suppose from a Nomads perspective, looking at this and opportunities this presents, well, Charlie Peacock going off probably won't miss him with his pace and his danger going forward.
What he did provide was a lot of defensive work, actually, wasn't it?
He protected.
He got back and supported Tyndall very well.
Yes, he protected.
So
Tyndall.
it'll be see what if Yusuf Van Dam can continue that,
and you've also James Britton, you know, useful player, hasn't had the best season, and you know. Tom Schwartz hasn't played many 90s recently, so that's their left-hand side of their defence. So,
but
you know,
you got Tom Schwartz probably with the first summer he's going to have without football for probably 12 years.
Sadly, you have a case.
And so, is he going to leave it all out there? I think he might.
Yeah,
he's the captain of the team for a reason.
Yeah, fair call.
So
I'm trying to be very positive on the from an Nomads perspective.
You are, but that's. I mean, winning English Cups is a special thing, and if you get to be part of it, it's got to take these opportunities to rejoice. And at this stage, it seems like Kashmir Technical might be the group to do it. What can Nomads bring to it? Can they find their way back in? Time's not a question, I don't believe. chances are he's going to have a wee crack. Well, it's desperate work across the middle there from Van Dam. And it's floated in, and Barima, it's just not creating the chances enough here to get themselves back in the game just yet, Nomads.
You talk about experience of cup finals, etc. I mean, I would imagine virtually every single one of this tech team have played in a final, and some double figure.
Absolutely,
finals.
they would have, because they've been in the final 3 years in a row, if not more. Gavin Searle will be texting me soon with all the stats. As Matheson rolls it into Ballard, under pressure from Cotton, and they would have just dropped back and deep and retain. This is where Nomads have got to continue the press. They've got to run themselves into the ground there. They've still got a couple more players to bring on, but
I mean, the only players who have played in cup finals wearing blue are Caleb Cotton for when he played at Tech, and Daniel Metherell for Fermi Bays.
Back in 2022.
Yeah, what a great, that was a cracking game. So yes, I mean, this will be great experience. Whatever this end result, this will be great experience for the Nomads group.
Well, there's a very good chance we'll look back on this Nomad side and how well they've done in the league also. You know, taking points, at a couple of crucial games. They're just starting to, there's a number of caps coming up. You've got 50 for Finn Hold'em today. A number of them are getting up and around that area, getting that kind of experience that has shown them really turn into a side that is not one to be sneezed at nor taken lightly.
Well, you've got 5 out there in over 50 caps and 2 with over 100 caps. You know, so there might be a young team, but there is good experience.
So here's that opportunity. Reeves has got the ball. Can he get in? Oh, desperate work from Barima. Batters it away.
Referee immediately made a shape of the ball with his hands.
Well, that's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
There's another win called on. Piutako Barima has come to the rescue.
As much as I'd like to say it was foul, it certainly wasn't.
Coughlin brings it down. Releases Van Dam. Jinks and jives. Finds Coughlin hanging out wide. Ballard tries to a wee cute little clap through.
Tinsley made a massive run outside, I think Van Dam just then, and if he'd given him the ball, it would have been.
Oh, there's a chop in there. The crowd won't like it. They saw something earlier on that they thought should have been given. Always a good bit of contentious activity. There's Jacob Anderson just tests
the master.
Test the referee's knowledge of the rules, but probably in a polite way.
And I think anybody who's watched Kashmir Technical over the last years, this is Lyle Matheson territory. And he may have 3 and 1 assist, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if this floats straight into the top left corner. As we look
Coughlin's
at it.
moved away from it. It's Ballard who's going to step up and have a crack and find the middle of the goal, right where Regan Frame was standing. Well, maybe the only thing that stopped Lyle Matheson taking that one was the fact that he scored 3 already.
I think you're not too far wrong, to be fair.
Give someone else a go. Half an hour gone in the second half, and Reeves has it out wide. Closely monitored by Kane. And I know Tyndall who's come back and got involved in a good little interchange between those two. Kane spins out Oh, and very fortunate to come up with that one. Oh, what a great bit of vision in there by Finn Cooley. Finds Matheson, overlapping run here from Britton. Gets the ball back from Ballard, drifts it in, and there's no late run. Oh, interesting choice of clearance there from
Caleb Johnson. Yeah, took a bit of a swing and missed.
He's gone down.
And we've got, is that Caleb Johnson down?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
So we might, well, we're looking over there. Younger brother is warming up, and Flynn Holden can't continue. He hobbles off. He's been hobbling since he came out, and that was down to that heavy, totally no foul involved, but big challenge between Barima and Holden towards the end of the first half.
Certainly was.
So we've now got Cody Johnson on,
while his brother gets a bit of attention.
Yes.
Johnson is back on his feet. He'll just go to the sideline before he's reintroduced. I'm sure he'll want to carry on. Just one more player on this side for Mark Jensen to bring onto the field. Hamish Gillett.
Hamish Gillett is pretty much a centre back. Came into the team when Jacob Anderson had an injury, and then
Cotton.
Then got himself.
An interesting little tangle up between two very experienced players. Waved on. Absolutely. Referee Clink. Clink rightly so too.
Oh, referee.
Well, Fraser Angus finally plenty of Nomads support agreeing with referee Clink's decision there.
You do have to wonder when you're 4-1 up how necessary such a challenge is.
A competitor is a competitor, and I don't really think it goes away. And I know that Fraser Angus is a fierce competitor. It really, you're right though, from a neutral and it wasn't necessary, and that's why he's received a card to match his shirt. It looks like.
So it's an opportunity, isn't it?
It is an opportunity. And it goes,
not with that
dealt
delivery.
With by the skipper, and Cooley shovels it forward, bounces awkwardly, and then Coughlin's got it. He'll get his head up here. What can he find? Drives into the box. Well, decent bit of work there from Caleb Cotton, who got back and got the necessary heel involved.
That's outstanding work from Caleb Cotton. I think they've had a good tussle, Cotton and Garvin Cochran, a few times this second half.
Yes, indeed. Has that substitute been made, or is he still waiting?
Gillett's not on at this stage.
Sports go to the silent, and we might see the change.
So yeah, Gillett's coming on. Not sure who.
It is Johnson, Caleb.
Caleb Johnson hasn't recovered.
Covering it, so we just.
I think he's had a very good game, Caleb Johnson.
He has.
Was an absolute handful in the first half.
Well, and there's a change here.
So they're going to a back three. Gillett will go into the middle, Medder on the right, Anderson on the left.
And Gabe Galloway has come on also for Lyle Matheson. No? Or what happened there? I think the fourth official held up a board for a change and no one paid any attention to it. I don't think there's been any changes on that occasion for Kashmir Technical. They might look to get Gabe Galloway out there, who's a striking threat. And this one has gone in and over. That's the delivery. Substandard.
You talked about, mentioned about 15 minutes ago about the future of this Nomads team and club, and I think it's all positive. You know, captain's 25. Most of these boys are like around about 22 to late teens. It's all about if they can keep them together.
Sure is, and who knows, with the change of football at the pace, it's the change in New Zealand and Canterbury football at this stage, who knows what it will bring. And Holland comes in with a do not argue with Lyle Matheson, who will regret not being taken off just that slightly earlier. Well, it's going to be Fraser Angus actually who's going to make way after collecting that yellow card. It's probably a sensible idea. Sent to the sideline, and Gabe Galloway will come in. Not sure what changes there might be. Maybe Finn Cooley will just sit a bit deeper, and Galloway will be up a bit higher.
Maybe Cochran will drop a little bit. You think? Galloway will play up front.
Yeah. What a ball into Matheson, who just couldn't handle it.
So of course the rumour mill is doing its works around Canterbury football with the news that Christchurch United are going professional.
Well, that's no rumour.
That's no rumour, but the rumour mill...
It's all part of the change of how football looks here in this part of the world, and exciting stuff with Christchurch United being given the licence to run a team in that inaugural OFC Professional Football League, and of course they've got themselves into the National League also, as Kane interjects and comes away with it. And that means that Christchurch United will have multiple leagues to play multiple teams in, which will really create them some sort of headache, but an interesting one for the game.
Yeah, and it also will attract, there's footballers, I would dare say, on this pitch at this size second who wouldn't mind playing a bit of professional football for 2 or 3 years.
Definitely right there.
It's going to be a very interesting, summer. It's going to be a very interesting month or so, I would say, because that league starts in January, doesn't it?
Preparations will be underway, no doubt,
yeah,
in all sorts of avenues, and I tell you, it really throws the cat amongst the pigeons. Even in the administration of the game, you've got now a professional league, a professional team within Christchurch. It doesn't come under mainland football, of course, because mainland football is an amateur, looks after amateur football. So that team actually operates outside of it. So it changes everything, the rule book, and it needs to be rewritten a wee bit and how everything works together. So in the case of your Phoenixes and your Auckland FCs, they report and operate under New Zealand football directly. They've never had a club in amateur football. They've never had teams in amateur football. Whereas Christchurch United have
that's a nice
a
ball,
wee
Anson.
Opportunity in here, and a wee touch in there, and
that was being mentioned to me earlier on about, you're going to have professional footballers playing for Christchurch United first team. Say, somebody gets injured and they've got to have a run out. They're going to have a run out in an amateur team, which is the National League.
They're not
team.
going to be able to.
Under the rules at the moment, they wouldn't be allowed to.
Correct.
So
who knows?
Interesting.
That's
Corner
an
time
part.
opportunity.
Let's get back onto this game and see if Nomads gets. Oh, unfortunately, once again, that delivery just short of good. And Kashmir technical fans just breathe a wee sigh of relief, but knowing 5 minutes plus additional time away from lifting the trophy.
I don't know. I think you've got a. My one patch is still slightly on, so I mean,
slightly.
Your thoughts on Lyle Matheson's been fantastic today. Can't take him out of the equation, but if you take a person of that standard out of this game, how different is the two teams be?
Yeah, well, it comes down to experience, I think, isn't it? And you'd have to say that, well, here we go. Let's give it an opportunity here for Nomads, and a good little switch of play, but just a wee bit too much on it. It's going to have to restart again. Gets it in. Says Jensen. McKee. Not able to deliver. Galloway in a retained position, goes back into Cooley. And deflection and out from Afghab and Coughlin. Well, just a wee note passed over to me. It'll be, if score stays away, it'll be Kashmir's 10th win in 12 years in this competition. They've had a great run into it as Galloway hones in and sneaks it in. Well, you're right, Roger. He's a danger man coming on, and he's taken advantage of the situation and put in front of him, and Gabe Galloway has made it 5, and this score has ballooned out to one that is just a wee bit unfair to the efforts that have gone in from Nomads. It definitely does not indicate the kind of contest we've seen here today.
It's incredibly sad as a Nomad supporter to watch a bunch of boys who have done the club so proud this year to do so well getting here, and the score really, it's cruel.
Well, it is probably the price of cup football, where Nomads have had to push forward. Just correct, you overstack one area, it creates an opening at the other, and we know that Kashmir Technical have got enough weapons to just take advantage of that. But Nomads still excited by the opportunity of getting on the score sheet in this half, but again, the delivery far from perfect.
You look at Gabe Galloway. I mean, I've always looked at Gabe Galloway. He was at school with my son, and he's always been a natural in front of goal. And I look at how much game time he's got these last couple of years at Tech, where he could have gone elsewhere and
played a lot more first team football. He's played a lot of reserve team football and got a lot of goals down there, that's for sure. And
I'd expect him to play a lot more first team football next year for Kashmir Technical. I don't think he's going anywhere from Kashmir Technical. He's been there through their academies, and I would expect him to score a lot of goals.
And no, just a wee bit more patience from everybody, please.
Well,
it is Matheson's done a very cynical challenge. Probably going to get something here.
And Will Holland,
I was
a bit nervous he might get a red for that, but he hasn't. He's been given a yellow.
Well, his common sense has sort of prevailed here from referee Clink.
Yeah, absolutely. Good referee. Yeah. But Will
doesn't need anything.
Yeah.
And it looks like the last sub for Kashmir Technical will be used, and it'll be Matheson, who takes 3 goals and a yellow card to the bench. Outstanding contribution to the game. And an assist. Yeah, outstanding work from Matheson. He'll be replaced by Quadro Amafoa. Yeah, what outstanding show from Lyle Matheson.
Yeah,
really, that's just managing through as we head to the 45th minute. I'm not sure. It's been substitutions, I suppose, so let's see if the fourth official is going to give us any help with the additional time. It's chip bought by Frame. Well, won by Sandys, but easily taken by Frame. Here's the fourth official. Getting the board ready. Van Dam. Back into Tyndall. Cooley. Across to Coughlin. He knows where he wants to play it. On the fire. Then you're picking up a look at that. Just read it so well. Garvin Coughlin drives forward, drives straight at the pack and draws the foul. And probably no choice there from Sandys, who draw into the... I missed the additional time.
Yeah, sorry, I missed it. Look, cynical foul is never a great thing that I look at, but I think for a youngster to look at Garvin Coughlin gliding past you to make that decision is...
He had to try to shut the door and hope he got it right, and he just didn't.
Yep. So Alex Ballard gets a second chance. I think he'd have a go from here, wouldn't you?
Oh, I've seen him down at Horsell Domain practicing these on the off days. As he has a go, but no luck. Clever work from Cotton. Ballard. Back into Christian. Across to Tyndall. Spread wide to Van Dam.
So you wonder what Kashmir technical supporters, members, players will make of this season. Well, not being in the National League is, not exaggerating, I think it's a disaster for the club, to be honest. But they've won this cup. They've put in a good performance. They've won a cup.
Yeah, well, it's a real tussle all over the place, wasn't it? With that 3 teams doing so well in the Dettol Southern League. Galloway, another opportunity, drives at space. Oh, where's it going to fall? Galloway and Coughlin bringing out the best of frame. It's not cleared. I'm going to play it on even though there's someone on the deck, and a corner will come out of it. Well, they'll be disappointed, no doubt. I'll be delighted to be able to get some silverware. But that Southern League was a peach of a league, wasn't it? There was great results everywhere. It was tightly balanced at both ends of the table. The middle section of the table was the one for me. The Fermi Bays, the Needham City, Nomads, Nelson, all really capable of tipping over the top 3 sides. Only had a couple of sides that were probably they weren't miles away. But cleared. That was Cooley who got up, who's had a fine game also, Finn Cooley.
I think he had the top 3, of course, and then, as I call it, the best of the rest. So that's our unofficial crown this season. But, you know, Nelson, Bays, Nomads...
the Needham City Royals.
Oh, yeah, probably
took
slightly
took
behind.
points off both United and Cashmere Technical, didn't they?
Yeah, they
put sport really big part of deciding who got promoted.
But from their point of view, they'd be disappointed they dropped some games that they really shouldn't on that kind of form. And Wanaka, the promoted team, played some lovely football this year.
But didn't get a lot of results for it, did they? But yeah, that's them getting used to the pace of the league and what they require. It's the depth. It must be so difficult there, for those teams like Dunedin, Nelson. They're a bit more used to travel. But Wanaka having to manage themselves in and out of, minivans and transit lounges, etc. To run a side for a campaign.
Well, and the next weekend we have Hallswell versus Northern Dunedin as the...
No, they've got to get past, Hallswell got to get past FC Nelson first.
Oh, have they? Right.
It's a mainland football promotion where the top of the Division 1 in Nelson play, obviously the winners of the top first team in the New World Premiership. Hallswell getting tripped up yesterday, so Christchurch United Reserves won the league, but Hallswell finishing second, earned the right for promotion, and it'll be FC Nelson visiting Hallswell Bay next Saturday, and then the following weekend Hallswell will make the trip up to Nelson to find who play Northern. And there we go. Ralph Klink brings this one to an end, and it's been some effort in there from Nomads United to be in the contest, and somehow we'll get to watch this one back. It's 5-1 to Cashmere Technical, and it was just about the Lyle Matherson show. He picked up 3, a great assist, and was Gabe Galloway got himself on the score sheet at the end. There was a goal to Joshua Collett for Nomads United off a goal match that made it 1-1 for a long time, and boy oh boy, I will not forget that first half of football for a long time. It was end-to-end stuff, and I'm going to have a wee lie down.
Yeah, that third goal from Lyle Matheson was sheer class, and that was just before half-time, put them 3-1 up, and they're great. To go in a half-time, 3-1 up rather than 2-1 up, I mean, what a cushion. So
it really broke their hearts probably, and if it gave a wee bit of belief to Kashmere Technical, gave a wee dent into the confidence of Nomads United, and was probably the difference. Well, thank you for joining us here, and thank you to Morrison Mitsubishi for supporting our knockout cups, both the Rita Fitzpatrick Cup, which was won earlier by Kashmere Technical. Kashmere Technical make it a double here in the English Cup and take away both bits of silverware from English Park today. It will be all smiles down at the Kashmere Technical club rooms. So well done to them. Thank you, Roger, for joining us, and thank you to Mainland Football for presenting these awards for us. Good evening, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Well, what a cracker of a game you've seen here today in the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup final. Just while the two teams gathered their composure. We've got Joe's Garage who've come on board to help us on the behaviour campaign. And I know there were some great supporters out there today. So yeah, for our solo behaviour, any dads that are here, they can come and see me at the front here. The first one's in. Can grab themselves a Joe's Garage voucher. And here's one dad who must be very proud. You'll be pretty proud of your son every day. And sideline behaviour, you want behaviour on the sideline? Very much, yes, from Joe's Garage. So mate, you're a dad out here. Happy Father's Day. Did you get to enjoy some football this year? And your best bit of sideline behaviour you've seen out there? There you go, mate, put yourself down to all this. These are vouchers for Lone Star, but no one will it. So any other dads out here on board, who's got some vouchers, come on board. There you go, mate. Your sideline behaviour on top this today. Your sideline behaviour all on point today. It's great to see some good support out there for Maine as well, fellas. Well done, there you go. Your sideline behaviour on point. Get involved there. Well, happy Father's Day. There's a voucher for you. You want to go for that too, mate? There you go, Bill. One more. There you go, well done. Thanks to Joe's Garage and Lone Star for supporting sideline behaviour. And thank you all for enjoying this game. announced the result earlier. It was Cashmere Technical who took out the Rita Fitzpatrick Cup. So it's a big thank you to Morrison Mitsubishi for hosting these tournaments. It's been outstanding football all year actually. In the Tuesday night and Wednesday night games that have spanned the length of the season. So a big round of applause for Morrison Mitsubishi for making it happen. And I'll invite forward Martin Field Dodson to just say a few words on behalf of Mania Football.
Cheers, Craig. We'll keep this brief as that beautiful southerly breeze, nice and chilled on this fantastic Christchurch afternoon. Crowd have been awesome. One of the larger crowds that we've had from a finals day. It was brilliant to have the double header. Congrats to the trumpeter. You son played the match. It was great, other than those other monotone things that drive everyone nuts. But yeah, your playing was fantastic. Craig's already given a shout out to Morrison Mitsubishi. I also want to put a little slight shout out to Jeffrey Bohr and the team at Perennial who came through with the nice little mini scoreboard in perfect timing. The large replacement new electronic scoreboard will be here in a couple of weeks' time. Perfect for summer. To both teams, awesome game. And I know there's cliches to be said about a score, but for the neutral it was a fantastic game. A couple of screaming goals in there. To Nomads, I love the cover of your jib. I think you always go about things the right way and you competed your butts off for the full game, pretty much what you've done all season. So really well done. Heartfelt to you guys. And to Tech, congratulations! Big day for the club, pulling off both cups. And I know you've got some old heads amongst that team, but also some exciting young talent coming through. So, yeah, fantastic effort, well done. And last off to the officials, thank you very much for both teams, for both games, sorry, and once again, awesome season all round. Well done, Ralph and your team. Thank you, gents.
So we'll start with acknowledging our match officials. Could you come forward and get a memento for the day? Referee Ralph Clegg, supported by Mike Killick, Aaron Nottage and Ali Mohammed. Now going to invite the finalists, Nomads United, to come forward and grab a medal for the occasion. One award most players will be delighted to get their hands on is the Steve Sumner Award for the MVP of the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup Final. And today that goes to Cashmere Technical's Lyle Matheson. A solid effort there, 3 goals and an assist. We now invite Cashmere Technical to come forward and get their winners' medals. All in orderly line, lads. here to collect the cup, Captain Tom Swartz. So congratulations to the 2025 Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup winners, Kashmir Technical. Well, as a crowd, you're outstanding. Thank you for supporting the game and thank you for all you do on the sidelines. And tonight we celebrate with Cashmere Technical early. You'll shoot that one there, Danny. But congratulations goes to the English Cup winners, Cashmere Technical. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along and making this occasion special. You'll be able to watch the game back on YouTube, of course, if you missed any of those cracking goals, great defence, and a spirited effort from both sides. Enjoy the rest of your evening and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.